Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Political Soul Food. It's your boy, Kasaun E. I'm here at Queen of Sheba, New York, with Folake Oyemade. How you doing?
I'm good.
It's a pleasure to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in the presence of our genius, of an amazing entrepreneur, giving to her community, giving to her people, and showing her beauty and her concept of fashion for the world. This is a beautiful place here.
Thank you.
How did this happen? Where did you get Queen of Sheba from?
I believe a lot of people out there would know about the original Queen of Sheba.
Right.
But for the benefit of those who might not know too much about the Queen of Sheba, the Queen of Sheba is one of the most prominent women mentioned in the Bible.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think the wealthiest woman that was ever mentioned in the Bible. And she was very rich, as you know, and she visited Solomon, gave a lot of gifts and what have you. So the whole concept came into being when I decided I wanted to open a boutique in New York. And I wanted something with a touch of Africa because I'm originally from Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring the best of Africa to New York.
The best of Africa?
Yes, to New York.
Wow. When did you think to do that? When was this?
It's always been on the table for me.
Okay.
But
Like around what year was that?
I would say as far back as... say 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
As far back as 15 years ago. But I was very much engrossed in my business in other parts of the world.
Right.
So I really didn't have the time to stay here and do as much as I needed to do to really bring this concept to being.
This concept has some historical inspiration in it, it seems like, and also artistic inspiration.
Yeah.
Drawing on a well-known figure, a woman. So you're making a statement about woman, I guess, and you're also, via the touch of Africa, making a statement about your heritage, Africa. You know, as someone living in America, you are definitely trying to remind America that there's great work from where you're from and where many people are from.
Yes.
And so how are you tying this all together? So you're doing this through clothing and through styles and through jewelry?
Yes. Now, the whole concept of the Queen of Sheba is to reawaken.
Powerful word.
Yeah.
That woke me up just now. I'm paying attention.
It's to reawaken the heritage of our people. The best of fashion, the best of civilization, and everything out there started from Africa. All the most prominent women in history have been Africans. Cleopatra, Queen of Sheba, Nefertiti, they're all Africans. And these were very powerful women that knew everything about beauty, about fashion, and name it. So the whole concept of Queen of Sheba is to bring up that reawakening that we Africans really know it.
What I would like to do is go back a little bit and talk about your move from Africa to America. Were you already thinking about doing art when you were living in Africa before you came here? Or was this an idea that was born when you moved to America? This idea of doing fashion?
I've always done fashion.
Yeah.
I graduated from the University of Lagos when I was only 22 years old.
Wow.
And I've been in business for that long. And my first business was clothing. There were boutiques.
See, I want to get into that.
I had about 5 clothing boutiques.
Okay.
Nationwide in Nigeria.
Okay.
And the name of the store was called Bijou.
Bijou, yes, I read about that in the article.
It was called Bijou.
Bijou unisex, right?
Unisex collection.
Okay, great. I've been doing my homework, you see.
Yes.
All right.
And we became a household name. We were like the first sportswear store. When I say sportswear, I don't mean like sportswear as in clothing for sports.
Right.
I mean like the really fashionable wear, you know, like the leisure wear.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We were the first people that really, you know, started having open boutiques.
I'm curious though. I mean, how did you get into that? Like, what was it? Something you were thinking about as a kid?
It's a flair. Yes.
Okay.
You know, naturally, I'm a very fashionable person.
I can see. I gotta get you to hook me up a little bit.
I love fashion, and I've always wanted to be able to express myself fashion-wise.
Right.
So after graduation, I got my first capital from my mother, my late mom. She was equally a businesswoman. She was an international businesswoman. She sold jewelry, gold.
Okay.
She used to import from Italy.
Wow.
Yes. So she gave me my first capital, and I started a clothing boutique. You know, and it became a household name. It was a great success.
Right.
And this I started at the age of 22 after graduation.
Yes,
so I've always been in business. You know, and even while I was even that young, I always craved a time when I'll be able to do the same thing in a place like America.
And you chose Harlem, it seems, too, right?
Exactly.
Why Harlem?
Harlem, yes. Because I strongly believe that the most recent and the most modern movement I would say black movement is in Harlem.
I like that.
Harlem has a history.
It does.
That no one can take away from it.
That is true, yes.
I mean, it is a destination.
Yes, it is.
For any and everyone who really wants to have a feel.
Yes.
Of the black life in America.
That is, and being born and raised in Harlem, I like what you're saying, but it's very much true historically. We had the Harlem Renaissance here too, and a lot of great writers and artists actually lived here. And right down the block on 127th Street, Langston Hughes was camping out there for many years. One of our great, so
and
this
all
is good.
Some of the greatest musicians and what have you started from the Apollo Theater.
And
you know,
James Brown did a big concert over there, and many others, obviously.
Exactly. You know, so Harlem is a great place to be. Right. And I also happen to know that even for tourists who travel to New York and they want to have a feel of the black food, the black clothing, and you know. Everything that has to do with African American, they come to Harlem.
You know, I want to ask this question. We had a very vibrant discussion earlier, and we touched on some interesting notes. I want to touch on them a little bit right now.
Okay.
I love this whole idea if you calling out Harlem as this sort of station or bastion of culture for people of color, and you are setting up right in the middle of gentrification in Harlem. How do you see yourself in this whole movement? Do you see yourself as trying to, I wouldn't say stave off gentrification, or be a reminder or a stakeholder in Harlem to preserve, you know, this legacy for people of color? Obviously, you're a business as well, so I understand your clientele would be from around the world. But how do you see yourself, if you do at all, in this whole process of gentrification? How do you describe your business or its role in Harlem in the midst of the almost exodus of African Americans and the migration of people who are not of color?
That's a big one. Now, I see Queen of Sheba as a form of unification, you know, between the two cultures, the black culture and the white culture. Because if you look around the store, we have a lot of things that are, you know, neither too ethnic nor too contemporary. We're a fusion of both.
Okay.
And we also want Queen of Sheba to be a form of informative, arena for a lot of people who think when you talk about African fashion or black fashion, it's got to be something ethnic, it's got to be something not too modern, it's got to be something not too perfect.
Right.
We need to let the whole world know that Africans and blacks in general are the most glamorous people on the surface of this earth.
You know, I hope...
And we know it. We know everything about fashion.
Yeah. I hope we get a chance to see some of these pieces. We're going to do that, right?
Oh, sure.
And I think you're going to show us some of the pieces you have that speaks to the different styles.
Yes.
And that's going to be great.
Yes.
I might walk up out of here with something on, y'all. Looking glam.
Yes.
So let's... I remember you talking about instincts in one of your articles. And so... a lot of times our instincts are also the product of our heritage and our education. So how much of this is instinctual and how much of this you feel is just part of your culture?
How much are you talking in terms of the styles I carry, or
the whole vision?
The whole vision.
Yeah, is this a vision drawn upon, let's say a book you read, or reading about Marcus Garvey or somebody?
Okay.
Or is it something that you say,
that's a really interesting one. And I might want to inform you, I mean, if you check very well, you will find out that West African women are considered to be some of the most, if not the most, entrepreneurial women around the world.
I know. One of my guests from Guinea is a testament to what you're saying. Yeah, and a few others I know. You're right.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it.
So we have that entrepreneurship in us. It's innate. It's inborn. My mother was a trained teacher, but I never grew up knowing her as a teacher. I grew up knowing her as a businesswoman. We always want to make a mark. We always want to make an impact. So I would say the whole vision is just innate.
It's part of your tradition.
Exactly. Tradition,
yeah.
inborn,
right,
and a flair. You see, I never like to copy people. I love to do my own things. I'm a pace setter. And I always love to set the pace and start a trend. I know there have been people who've tried to do African things, African fashion, African souvenirs, and what have you. But if you look at the Queen of Sheba is a real representation of what African fashion is all about. Because even Italian fashion, European fashion, everything evolved and started from Africa. And that is why when you look at some of our greatest pieces and most interesting pieces, you really can't place it. All you can just is that this is a masterpiece. This is glamorous.
We're going to see some of these masterpieces, everybody. So
yes.
Sit tight. So what was it like getting the store together? What was that process like? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, process.
How did you do this?
It really was a process. This is a project that was meant to have taken us less than a year.
Wow.
It was meant to have taken us 6 months. I mean, knowing myself and the way I do my own things.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it took us about 18 months.
About 18 months?
Yes.
What was the very first step? Like, you looking around Harlem for a location?
Yes, that was the first step.
And you chose a beautiful place.
Yes.
How did you know it was the one for you?
Instinct.
Uh-oh, instincts, y'all. Instinct.
When you're a seasoned business person, I mean, you know what to look out for. When you know what you want to do, you know the kind of clientele you want to have and you're expecting. Of course, if you're a seasoned business person, you should know what the best location would be for what you want to do.
So what were you looking out for? I mean, there are a lot of places around here. And so what got you here? So what was the thing?
Yeah. the thing that got me here is that if you look at this Lenox Avenue, it's also called Malcolm X.
Right.
We all know about Malcolm X.
That's right.
And we have a lot of very prominent and well-known restaurants that have, stood the test of time. 1 block away, 2 blocks away.
Yes.
So
Sylvia's.
this area is really very, well-known for people who are seeking, the best of Harlem.
Wow, you were really looking at the end game here. That's good. I like that.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of arranging the layout, how did that happen? Was this your idea? I mean, I love the designs of the wardrobe shelves and the coloring, the gold. It just looks like a room that Queen Sheba would come in.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea.
Wow.
If you look at our tiles, I mean, on the flooring, you can see traces of gold all over it.
Yeah.
Because Queen of Sheba was known to be very rich, and we were told she brought a lot of spices, ornaments, and what have you to Solomon when she visited. So of course it would be expected that she had a lot of gold. So that's why we have so much gold here.
So that was the theme.
So this is supposed to be like Queen of Sheba's wardrobe.
Wow.
So the kind of thing we would imagine that she must have had in her wardrobe is what we have here. And that's why we don't have just clothing, we have pieces.
So let's talk about that.
This is a boutique.
Right.
This is not just a store. It's a boutique.
Right, it's a boutique.
A lot of clothing here are just one piece. And at the same time, because we want to bring this to our people in and out of Harlem, we want to make it still affordable.
Right.
So we still make sure that the quality is the highest you can imagine.
Right.
And the price point is, good enough for the kind of people we have in mind. Right.
So, what kind of pieces do you have? Let's talk about some of the pieces, so the ladies could know.
Do you want to see them, or shall I show you around?
Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do now is check out some of these amazing pieces.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to rock one as well, right?
I will.
Okay, this is great. Yes.
This is one of them.
Yes.
It's a cape jacket.
Okay.
With our print. This print is a Queen of Sheba. It was specially made for Queen of Sheba, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And everything about it is so modern, it's so glamorous. So these are some of the pieces we have in here. They're all our designs, all designed.
Okay.
By us.
Yes. All designed by you all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I must agree.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and my team of designers, they were, designed by me with my team of designers.
Wow.
So we did everything together.
Okay, we're going to be right back to check out some more pieces at Queen of Sheba, New York. Thanks for tuning in to Political Soul Food. We'll be right back.
These are some of our pieces. We use a lot of very luxurious and attractive fabrics. This is very beautiful. It's an evening wear. You can also wear it in the daytime. It's very glamorous. And when you buy our pieces, you can be rest assured that you might be the only one wearing this piece on the surface of this earth, or maybe you and a few other people, because these are all original pieces from us. And they've been carefully made, carefully designed, carefully crafted. And some of the embellishments you see on some of these garments are hand embellished, as you can see on some of our labels. And we also carry a range of jewelry. These are all very real. They're real freshwater pearls. They're not plastic and they're not imitation. And we have a lot of pieces with coral. This is real coral. And these pendants are gold electroplated. The stones on them, some of them are semi-precious, some are crystals. And we also have pieces like this. You know, they are all semi-precious stones. What we have up there are all coral. They're made in either freshwater pearls mixed with coral or all coral. So everything is, all these pieces they were made in Nigeria. They came in from Nigeria. We had them specially made. Especially, you know, it was designed by my jewelry designer in Nigeria and brought in here. And we also have other pieces that are, you know, very high quality custom jewelry. Some with semi-precious stones, some with crystal. They are all very high quality. And then this section, we have the sort of clothing you could wear for business meetings. This is a very lovely jacket, specially designed by us. So these kind of clothing are good for business meetings. They're good for formal outings. And what a view. This is another beautiful piece. This is really nice. It's a bell sleeve jacket. This can be worn with pants. It can be worn with skirts. These are our special print tops. The bell sleeve top, like the one I'm wearing. Right. We have them in other prints also. These are our signature prints. These prints were designed specially for us. This print and this print. These also are, I would say, masterpieces. They're really great and they sit right. One of the things that the Queen of Sheba range of clothing is known for is our cuts. We're very particular about cuts. So when we make our garments, we make sure they're cut in such a manner that even a woman that might not be too curvy will begin to look like she really has all the curves, because we take special care in everything. These are our skirts. And then here we have the mini African print skirts for the very young people, the young and the young at heart. They're embellished. We also have plain ones. We have, we have them in different styles. This is just really bringing out the class and the innovation that has gone into fashion, both in Africa and other parts of the world. So these are also more like the workwear. Professionals can wear this. You know. And then we have a lot of prints in dresses that can be worn to work. And the good thing about all these clothing is that they're very comfortable. They sit well and they're very comfortable. And then we have pieces like this that are hand embellished. All this beading is handmade. It has a lot of details. For us, it's more about passion. It's not just about money. It's about passion. Look at this. These are all hand embellished. They're all hand embellished. We really take our time with every piece we make. It's a lot of work, a lot of detail in all our clothing. We have print jackets. This is print and lace mixed together. And then we have printed jackets that can be worn to work or anywhere else. We have tops of different prints. And then we have the more traditional type of clothing. A lot of ladies in Africa in general, not just Nigeria, love to wear things like this. These are all hand embellished. This is the top, and it's usually worn on top of a long skirt. Has a lot of details, and we have a lot of such. This is another interesting one. This is, in Nigeria, we call these fabrics Ankara. So we have this Ankara mixed with tulle fabric. You can see the Ankara is caught and placed on the tulle. And then we have all this, we have the embellishment and everything. And then, of course, this comes with a long skirt. Once again, so we have a lot of such in different fabrics and different styles. Black Americans, African Americans love a lot of glamorous and elaborate things. So look at the flare sleeve. It's very popular, even with Western clothing these days. It's very popular. This is a typical Queen of Sheba, wearing so much of the jewelry, the gold, the way they normally would wear it. And we have the head wrap. We do a lot of head wraps in different colors. They're very fashionable these days. You can see I'm wearing one. All of these, we have a lot of jewelry, all very high quality, gold electroplated. We also have like the kaftan with a lot of embellishment too. This embellishment you see are all handmade. This is a one piece, by the way. Okay. We have only one, yeah. Here we have some of our most glamorous pieces. Quite a number of them are quite red carpets. And a lot of the beading and embellishment you see on them are handmade. They are affixed by hand. So they're really very interesting. It's a very nice one. You can see that. See this? I love this piece. It's really nice. So these are some of the pieces we have in stock at the moment. And one of the high points of the Queen of Sheba boutique is that we also do made to measure, meaning you can come up with your own design and we can have it specially made for you. We take your measurement and we have it specially made for you. Most importantly, we only use high quality and luxurious fabrics.
When are you opening?
We will open to the public as from tomorrow, the 5th of May, 2018. Tomorrow, Saturday, 5th of May, 2018. But our grand opening will be sometime in the summer. But with effect from tomorrow, you can actually walk into a store and place your order or buy ready-to-wear garments as you see. And also, we'll be doing online very soon. So you'd have the opportunity to buy some of our ready-to-wear online as soon as, very soon.
So welcome back. We just had a nice little tour of Queen of Sheba, New York. You have a lot of amazing work here.
Thank you.
I mean, these are very classy, very royal and regal, and just spiritual work. You put in your heart and your soul in this work.
Yeah. For me, it's a passion.
I can see it. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a passion. It's a passion. And it's definitely very potent and powerful. I think that it can heal people. I think it can inspire people. And
and that's exactly what it's meant to do. You see, because when you go, down, go back historically and think of the history of the African Americans here. A lot of people are royalty and they don't even know they are. So part of what we're coming here to do is to bring back to them, take them back to their roots, that you are coming from somewhere,
right?
And you are somebody.
Yes, yes.
So that is part of the essence of the Queen of Sheba.
That is awesome, and that aligns with what Political Soul Food is all about. Talking to people who can feed the soul.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing here with your work.
And we strongly believe, we believe that there is royalty in every woman. There is royalty in every woman.
In every woman.
But part of how you can bring out this royalty is by the way you appear, what you wear.
Right.
I mean, if you're dressed anyhow, because people would always take you the way they see you. If you are put together very wrongly, or you're put together like someone who's not anybody, people are going to receive you that way.
Right. That's right. Speaking of what we wear, let's talk about what you're wearing. It's amazing.
It's a Queen of Sheba piece.
It's a Queen of Sheba piece.
Yeah,
check this out, y'all. Yes, and people will be seeing the picture. This is great.
Thank you.
And the necklace. It's nice. It complements the color and the head wrap. Oh, that's so dope. And the earrings. Look at those earrings. Amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So this is the kind of fashion you offer the community.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
And even beyond this.
Wow. That is amazing.
This is more like on the casual level.
Just like everyday chilling.
Every day.
Okay.
Everyday royal look.
Everyday royal look for the queen, y'all. Oh my goodness. I like that. So you're opening up, right, tomorrow?
Yes.
And so I would like to get you to talk to the people about what they can expect. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of the clothing, but if there are any other words that you want to share with the community about not just your mission statement here, but what you're trying to do for the larger world and Harlem community, and what they can do to contribute to that.
I expect everyone in the larger Harlem community to appreciate us and welcome us heartily to the environment and to their community, because I strongly believe that putting a store like this in this community is adding to the community.
Yes.
And I must say that even though we're only going to open officially tomorrow, people have been marvelous. Coming in, they've been very happy. They've taken it upon themselves to receive us very warmly. And we really, really do appreciate that. Everybody within the community, everyone of every ethnicity, of every color, have been accepting us with open arms.
That's amazing.
And the message the Queen of Sheba is bringing to this community is a message of unity.
Message of unity.
Yeah, it's a message of love. I mean, we are all human beings, and we must love each other. We must respect each other.
Yes.
And we must live with each other peaceably.
This is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get here. This is, even just for the experience, your eyes will be delighted. Even when I was standing outside a little earlier, people were just looking through the window saying, oh my goodness, and they were looking at the sign saying we're going to open, and they're just excited to come here. There was one lady who said, "Oh, back in my days, you would see me right in that dress right there." So it's very inspiring to see people embrace culture, embrace great art, and embrace love. And that's what you're offering. I'm no great artist in the way you are. I usually offer a gift to my guests. I try to make change through politics and education, and I always share something that's along those kind of models. And so this is a pocket-sized book. I so wish I had your skills to hook this up. This is a pocket-sized book of the United States Constitution. I just wanted to offer this to you from the Political Soul Food family. What you're doing here for me is political soul food, getting us to think about who we are, to think about our family in our neighborhoods, but also our family historically, and that's political soul food. Because once we begin to tap into the roots, we understand that we are all each other's brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
And things will change from inside out, within our community and outside our community. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in to our Political Soul Food. I got some updates here. I'm going to give a shout out to Matt McCoy. We are working with Soul City Network on Roku, and just stay tuned to us. We're going to be doing some big things for you, and I'm definitely going to check back with you here on your store, and maybe on one of your opening nights we could show
that
off.
would be awesome.
You know what I mean?
That would be awesome.
And I'm gonna shout out to my mom. I'm definitely gonna hook you up. That's true. There's some pieces in here I gotta get. So thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care.